Hi, Habibti. How are you? Jezebel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, we will wait for a few minutes for the others to join and then we'll start. Okay, honey?
Okay.
All right. Yes, I think somebody is missing, but still okay, we can start. Here we have some topics for speaking, like work, study, hometown, and many others. If you want, we can discuss these ones. If you want, we can skip and we can move to the certain topics. How do you want? Guys?
It's okay for me. Anything.
Anything. Okay, then let's go with work, study, like continuously. Okay, first question is, what is it, before this, have you done the homework?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, let's check it first then. Let's discuss the articles or the documentaries you have watched and read, and then we'll start with speaking. Who is going to be first?
About the community.
About what?
The community.
Yeah, documentary and the article. If you've read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, about my community. I don't know why I didn't answer it very well today. Okay, my community is climate change.
Okay, the documentary is about the climate.
Choose the same topic.
Oh,
Nice topic.
Okay, it's about Airbus first heat officer. Then the source from DW community. It's speak about woman called Ernie Milibili. It's a ship officer. She is looking for protect a Greek capital from invisible issues, but have a present harvest global warming, especially as we know at the recent time, fires caused by the heat, it is the hottest summer in Europe.
Yeah.
And also her mission to future-proof the city against the extreme climate by its race against the time, because the temperature of around up 40 degrees Celsius. And the problem she said about they don't have a lot of parks, they don't have a green space, and they have a lot of air conditions and cars. This causes the heat. All these causes also the heat, and the solution is to plant green spaces, choose plants that have a lot of leaves and a thick canopy. Which all this reduce the heat, of course, and also for the they have to train a medical staff for emergency case or situations.
Okay. And what do you think? Do you think climate change is a natural process? Like it's normal to be this way and it has its own benefits as well? Or it is happening because of human interaction and it's not normal, it's like negative, we should do something about it?
Of course, we are speaking about the global warming. It's from the human, of course. And we have to try to prevent this heating as much as we can.
So you mean humans should do something about it because they have caused it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Nice topic. And what about the article?
My article, okay, the article I must choose it from the internet, or it's must be from my own.
Actually, for me personally, it doesn't matter. If you have the magazine or a journal or newspaper in English at home, I'm fine with that as well. I just want you to read a piece of information and tell me about it. But if you don't have printed article, like newspapers or magazines or whatever, it's okay. You can use the website. You can go for CNN, BBC. They are the most common ones, or any news channel.
Yes.
Yes, and you can read.
Yes, I chose the UA from the source from UAE CNN actually.
Okay.
Speak about a new phrases that has recently appeared on social media, which is revenge travel. What does revenge travel mean? At a first glance, we think that it is the word revenge that means something related about negativity. But in fact, it means the feeling of the joy that many people feels as a result of enjoying their vacation, family reunification, and entertainment at the midst of it 2 years ago because of the corona pandemic. Means that it is a revenge against the corona pandemic or pandemic by the communicating and also communicating with the humanity and nature, also families.
Nice. Like when you said revenge travel, honestly, I also thought something like, you know, getting the revenge, but for something. But yes,
Yeah.
like attitude is nice. Since they couldn't travel during the pandemic, like they're getting their revenge from the pandemic. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Thank you so much. And is there anything you want to add?
Nothing.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, okay.
And we can continue with Jehan, maybe.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Thank you. Are you recording the session?
Sorry?
Are you recording the session?
Yes, I guess it's recording. I pressed actually, but yeah, it's recording.
But I cannot speak because it's recording. I'm sorry. I will just listen. Thank you.
Oh, okay. But they asked me to record. That's why I'm recording.
YouTube recorder, this is, or a normal recording?
Zoom recorder.
Zoom recorder, okay. Zoom يا جيهان. الزوم زي الأول مو على اليوتيوب.
Maybe they move it to the YouTube. I know they.
Oh.
If you want, I can ask them during the break. Maybe in the second session, I can ask them not to record.
Okay, thank you. I just listened today.
Okay. The first part, then just listen. For the second part, during the break, I will ask them if it's possible. I'll try not to record. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Sasabel, what about you?
For me, I watched a documentary about climate change, about what are the consequences of climate change.
Okay.
And, I've read an article about simply describing what is climate change and why we're suffering from it these days.
Okay. Topic is the same, but it's fine because, you know, about the same topic, you can read 5 different articles. They will have 5 different attitudes. So
Yeah,
attitudes may not be the
I never knew much about climate change. So first of all, I started with the article, and then I got more interested and watched the documentary.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's good to know. So it's the same topic, right? The article and the documentary.
it's kind of different because the documentary talks about what the world would look like if it already started suffering from the global warming, because we're on the edge of it, but we're still not there.
Okay. So you tell us about each, and I want to know your opinion about the documentary and the article too.
First of all, for the article, because it simply describes what is climate change, because and what is caused by. Simply, it's caused by humans, of course. We use gas, oils, and the burning fossil that comes out. It causes CO2, which is makes the heat stuck under the what do you call it? Ozone
layer.
Yeah, ozone layer.
Okay.
And that's caused the globe to heat more each year. So for the last century, it heated more by 1.2 Celsius degrees. And now we're facing a lot of wildfires, flooding, and other countries are suffering from heat waves. And we're actually going through the consequences right now. And it's getting worse every year, because every year the globe gets even hotter.
Yeah.
And they say by the end of the century, it's supposed to be 1.5 Celsius degrees over the world. But according to what is happening and how people interact with that, it's gonna be 4 Celsius degrees, which means that the world would suffer with a lot of floodings, heat waves, and also wildfires. It's will never stop. It is getting worse. And people will lose their house, farmlands, and people will start suffering from heat because you can't live and adapt to heat. Like, we're not talking about 35 Celsius degrees, it's above 40.
Yeah.
You can't adapt with that. And for the documentary, it described how the world would be if it actually started. And it was scary because many people would lose their lives. It won't be the same world we know.
So you mean like even like to some extent the warming can be adaptable, but the numbers we are talking about is not actually adaptable. So people can live under, let's say, 30 degrees or 35, but 40 and above is not possible for people to survive, right?
Not on the long term. If you're facing a heat wave, let's say 2 weeks, it's gonna be like above 40, then it's gonna be under 40. You can survive with that, but if it's the whole summer above 40, you can't adapt with that.
Yeah, even let's say the things, let's say the cables or metals or stuff, that it's not only about people, it's also about the shelter that they have.
So the quality of life will actually decrease. People lose their lives, farmlands. It's gonna be
more health problems.
loss.
And did the documentary or article state the solution, or do you have any idea about the solutions, like what should be done?
The main solution is reducing the use of oil, gas, and other sources of coal, because they are the main reason why we're suffering right now. And actually, being people have to know more how to avoid hurting our globe, because we go outside, we make barbecue parties and leave the fire, and there the wildfire starts. And we never give attention to such tiny details because we never know what are the real consequences for that.
So we need to have more social awareness, right?
Yeah, because nowadays people don't mind, people don't pay much attention to that topic, but it is actually dangerous, and we are on the way to start suffering.
Yeah, people think about money making, but they don't understand if we don't have the nature, that money won't help in any ways. Very good topic, actually, very nice point. I have one more question related to this climate change. What do you think about the war between Russia and Ukraine right now going on? Do you think it can also contribute to the climate change somehow?
Of course, I think so, because climate change also caused wars between countries like Turkey and Iraq, and also other countries, but I don't remember specifically. But also Russia and Ukraine war will cause much climate change stuff.
There was a war between Iraq and Turkey?
Yeah, not like a huge war, but like there was a conflict between them because of the water wall. I don't know what is the name. They kept water from Iraq, and now Iraq is suffering because they have less water.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's climate change is causing a lot of trouble for everyone.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much. Is there anything you want to add, Habibti?
No, thank you.
Okay. Let's go on with the questions then. First question is about work. Who is the volunteer, the brave heart, to be first? If I don't have a volunteer, I'll pick.
No problem. I will start.
You will start. Okay. Let's talk about work. First of all, what is your job?
Okay, let's say that my job is an assistant teacher. Where do you work? I'm working in a school. Yes. What did you choose? Why you did choose this that job? Because I need job. The first thing I'm learning a lot of things in this career, and I know how to help others, how to care about the students, and how to be patient.
You're working in a primary school, middle or high school?
Yeah, in primary school as an assistant teacher, primary school.
Do you prefer this, or you just have this option? That's why you're working in primary school.
Yes, before.
You prefer. Why do you prefer this? What makes it special for you?
As I told you, it's help. I like to help others. I help the students. Be patient with them. I try to understand them. Like this only.
Which one do you think is harder, working with kids or working with high school students?
It's depend upon. Sometimes with kids it's nice, but as every job, you have some of them are like say we can say not listening. They are or a writer or something like that. It's a special case. Also, the high school, this age, it's difficult to deal with them sometimes, especially if they thought that they are becoming big or older than they are not becoming a child anymore, and they have to. They need a special, yes, a special someone to lead with them nicely. You have to understand how to deal with them. Actually, if you know how to deal with them, there is no problem with them at all. There will be.
Okay, so you mean every group has its own difficulties and advantages. With kids, you have to be patient, but the advantage is you enjoy it more because they give positive energy. With high school students, the advantage is if you know how to deal with them, there are some advantages. If you don't know, then you can have difficulties because of this is the transition period, and they have this hormonal issues and so on. So they have this ego things, and they want respect more. They are rebellious and so on. So most of the psychological stuff.
Yes.
Okay. So you like your job, and is this a popular job in your country?
Yes, you can say yes.
Okay. Do you get on well with your colleagues?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm always friend with them and try to be cooperation with them, and if we are helpers to each other.
You help each other. All right. Do you remember your first day at school?
Yes, of course, I remember. I don't know anything, as they said that I'm in the. I don't know how to deal with everything. I didn't know what's going on, how to deal with the rules or the real rules with the kids. I don't know also what is the classes. Where's the classes in the school? Then I learned the places where is it, and also I don't know the teachers very well. Then after that, everything's become clear to me.
Okay, so the first days, your colleagues helped you to adapt, to know the places and people and so on and so forth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what responsibilities do you have at work? For example, on a usual day, what do you do at work?
At work, I'm in the class helping the teacher, homeroom teacher. Sometimes the students who didn't complete their works, I help them to complete their works. There is a copy room. If there needs anything to copy, I have to do the copy or
You have
paper
notes
for the,
open?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, distribute the papers and about the books, the homework, the files of the students. This all things I have to complete it during the work.
Okay. In a work day. All right. If you had the chance, would you change your job? Would you go for another position or another field?
Actually, I want to develop myself with this career. I started and I want to develop myself with this the same career. I like it.
So you love kids, you love working with them. So no
Yes.
matter what happens, you want to continue with the same field.
Yep.
All right. Good luck. Very nice. Do you plan to continue with your job in the future? You actually answered this question too. So since you love what you're doing, you will most probably continue with that. Thank you,
Yes.
Habibti. Now let's continue with another topic, study. Maybe Sasabel will help us with this topic.
Okay. Hello, teacher. Excuse me,
Yes.
1 minute. I will leave the class and I'll be back again.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
an emergency case. Thank you.
Welcome. Sasabel, what do you study?
English?
You're studying English?
Yeah,
Where do you study?
at Cambridge Dar al-Ulum.
Okay. Why did you choose English? It could be any other subject.
Well, because I like English in specific, like reading English or listening to music in English or watching movies. I'm interested in it.
What makes this language special to you?
Because since I was little, I was so attracted to it. I was always trying to learn more about it.
Do you like the way it sounds, or do you like the opportunities it can bring? Because this is an international language, you can find more resources available in this language. It may be easier for you to travel, to to do everything. So this is the opportunities the language can bring that's more attractive to you, or you like the way it sounds. For example, for me, French or Russian languages, they sound so cute. But German sounds a bit like harsh. So I'm drawn to French, I'm drawn to Russian because of the way they sound. Also Turkish, I can say. But for German, I cannot say the same. So for you, is it the language, the way the language sounds, or this is the opportunity?
Well, for me, absolutely the opportunities, especially if you want to communicate with other people on the daily basis, you have to speak English with them because it's the international language.
Exactly. All right. Do you like the subject?
Yeah, I do.
Is it popular in your country?
Yeah, it is.
Do you get on well with your colleagues? But here they mean classmates.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe teachers. Have you ever had any trouble in the class?
No, not at all.
Never?
Yeah, never.
Good girl. What about some people? Sometimes they do have trouble. What's the reason? How do you think? Sometimes students have the clash with other students, sometimes even with teachers. What might be
Drama.
the reason?
I think the biggest reason is drama. They just want to create drama for
Drama. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We have drama queens, huh?
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere, right. Okay. Do you remember your first day?
I do.
Can you tell us about it?
It went very smoothly. We first started introducing ourselves and we met the teacher and everyone got to know each other. It was smooth and nice.
Okay, you got the positive energy, right?
Yeah.
No drama, nothing, no problems. Everything was fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. What are the main aspects of your subject?
Learning how to speak English and be professional at it, I think.
But like, for example, when you're studying engineering, they have certain topics. Or when you're studying, let's say, medicine, they have certain topics like, I don't know, let's say body parts, liver, heart, etc. For your field, what are the major topics, like major parts?
Grammars, reading, speaking, and also topics like Yeah, that's it.
So skills, then language teaching, psychology, methodology, this kind of stuff. All right. If you had the chance, would you change the subject or would you continue with the same subject?
No, I will continue.
Why?
Because it's the only thing I like to study, to be honest. And
Really?
yeah,
Other things are not really interesting?
no, they are actually interesting. But
Mhm.
studying English is the easy way for me, to be honest. I like
Yeah.
other subjects like science and biology, chemistry, but
Yeah.
English is the easy way for me.
Okay. So you mean like if you study English, you can read everything, but
Yeah.
if you don't know English, then you don't have the access to the information. Since
Absolutely.
most of the resources are in English. I
Especially
agree.
if you're going to college to study medicine or to study dentistry, you have to study English before. Like everything is in English. How would you understand them?
Exactly. Even if you study in another language, you can have more resources available in English. So that's a must. Okay. And do you plan to get a job in the same field as your subject? Like, are you planning to be an English teacher, for example, in the future?
Hopefully, yes.
Yes. Do you think teaching is an easy job or interesting?
It's not an easy job, but it is interesting.
Okay.
So easy.
But with English degree, you can do anything.
What
Why
again?
teaching? With your degree in English, you can do anything. Like you can work as a translator, you can work as a researcher, you can work as a teacher, you can run your own business, you can do many things. Why
Sure, I
English?
hope so.
Yeah, I mean, like when you have these options, these many options, why do you focus on English teaching?
Oh, because teaching for me is more fun. Like you have to deal with the students, and I think it's nice. I like to deal with other people.
Okay. Well, in other fields, like if you go for PR, like public relations, or even if you're doing marketing or some stuff related, you can still have people to deal with. But yes, you mean like explaining something to the students or helping them to some sense? You
Yeah.
like it. Right. Thank you, Habibti. That's a very nice job, actually. Let's go on with hometown, but I don't know if Jihan wants to talk about hometown or not. Jihan, would you like to talk about the hometown? Or
I
in
don't know
the
what the subject.
subject? This
Uh,
one, hometown. Where's your hometown? Do you like your hometown? Do you visit your hometown? These ones.
مسقط رأسك وين ولادتك home town.
Okay, I get it from my country since 2004. Till now, I didn't get back.
Okay, but you remember, right? How it was?
Yes, of course, I remember.
Can you tell us a bit about the place, describing the area, whether you had rivers, mountains, or I don't know, high-rise buildings maybe?
My country have two rivers, Dijla or Furat, they call it.
Okay.
We have one river, they call it Furat, and another one, they call it Dijla.
Okay.
My country, it was very rich country. But now it's more poor country because of the government. Yes,
which country was that?
Iraq, Baghdad.
Iraq, yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. And do you like your hometown?
Yes, of course.
What especially?
Like
the nature, the people,
of course, the nature and the people, they was very kind before. They are very kind, very useful, very honest. Now everything changed. Now everything is changed.
Now things change, right? People actually are changing all around the world, unfortunately. Not always in a good way, but yeah, they're changing. Okay, as you said, you haven't visited your hometown for a long time, and you described your hometown. Do you remember what is the oldest place in your hometown? The most ancient?
We have many things like Babel. If you heard about Babel, Samarra, we have some place very old. They are have too much history, like Nabucodonosor, Nabucodonosor, Ashurbanipal, they are was kingdom of Babel.
Okay. And if a foreigner visits your hometown, which place would you recommend to visit, or which things would you recommend to do for a foreigner?
My country, it was very beautiful. Now I don't know about it. Where you, if I recommend to say to go to see it, I cannot because I didn't go back. Now I
Okay.
don't know what happened.
I understand. At the moment, it's hard to say because you don't know what changes they have been through. Okay. Do you think there is a way to improve your hometown?
My childhood, my mother just
Sorry?
my childhood.
No, I mean, do you think there is a way to make your hometown better, like to improve the hometown?
Okay, I have to change the government.
Government should be changed. Okay.
Yes.
Let's say they change the government. Then what should be done? What should the new government do to make it a better place?
If there is new government, it will take 20 years to cover everything back to my country.
They will need 20 years.
Yes, will take.
Okay. Do you think they need to focus on construction more, or industrialization, or building factories?
Function, everything in my country is needs to rebuilding.
Okay. So you mean it's not just one field or one sector? They need to restart everything. All right. Has it changed much since you were a child?
Yes,
Like-
I know my يعني you know بكين الأقارب شو اسمهم؟
related.
My nephew.
Okay.
Even my nephew, they are changed themselves.
So you can
أقارب.
compare
It's
your
related.
childhood with,
My relative.
you are in contact with your relatives?
Yes, in phone, just in phone.
Okay, on the phone. So they tell you that it has changed a lot.
No, them character they are changed.
Again?
Themselves they are changed.
Oh, you mean the people have changed?
Yes.
Okay. Is there good public transportation in your hometown?
It was, of course, like here, Dolmush buses, government buses, something like that.
Okay. The public transportation is good. You don't
Yeah.
have to wait for many hours. It's not crowded. This kind of things, right?
You know, when I was in my country, it was the golden century, golden time. Everything is good, everything is smooth. Now everything is hard for them. Even they don't have electricity.
They don't have electricity
Yes.
in Iraq?
Yes.
I heard about Lebanon last year.
Iraq more.
Or maybe
You
2
know,
years ago.
did you heard about the sawashu between? Are you Turkey? Sorry. Are you from Turkey?
I'm in Turkey right now, yes.
There is sawash, war with if you heard about, there is American.
There is war between America and Iraq
Yes. Did you heard
right
about?
now?
No, not right now.
In the past,
Before.
yes, I heard of it, of course.
Right now, you know who is holding the government? The government holding by Iran now.
Right now, government is what?
Holding by Iran.
Iran.
Yes.
So you mean Iran was also involved in this
Yes.
war between?
She makes mess up in my country.
Right. I know that there was the war in the past between Iran and Iraq, because I had friends from both countries and they were friends as well. So they were like, okay, the past is the past and so on.
No.
But
they come back to revenge after the war between Iraq and America.
Iran came back to get the revenge.
Yes, of course.
Okay, I didn't know that actually. All right, I'm sorry to hear that.
No problem.
Okay. And do you think it's a good place to bring up children or not yet? It will be in the future.
Now, يعني, if you talk it about now, everyone is suffering. If you talk for the Iraqi people, they are suffering. They get out from the country. They go to make themselves refugees.
Yeah, so not at the moment. Hopefully in the future.
In the future, God will, inshallah,
Inshallah.
fix it everything for every country Muslim.
Yeah, hopefully. But there should be the actions taken, because just sitting and hoping things won't change. But once the actions are taken, yes, we can hope for good results. I hope things will be fine, inshallah. Thank you, Jahan, so much.
Thank you very much. Welcome, teacher.
Okay, guys, we have here topic home and then art and others. We'll take a break, maybe for 25 minutes or 30 minutes. And then I will send you the link again. And we'll continue with the second part. And I will ask them if it's possible not to record for Jahan, but if it is not possible, we'll continue recording. Okay?
Thank you.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Well, so for now, I'll stop it. I will send you the link after a break.
Okay.
See you guys for now.
Yeah. Oh.
Bye-bye.